Hi, everybody. This is Jeffrey. This is the reading for the solar eclipse. I wasn't going to do it, but I was out today and it was so hot. It was so hot. I had to change my clothes. I was soaking wet. And then I was getting ready to go out because, of course, you always forget to buy something. And so I have, like I'm ready. This is, it's like, really? I'm like, can it wait till tomorrow? Yeah, it can wait till tomorrow. I have all the air conditioning on. Okay, so please like, subscribe, share, comment. Press the bell for notifications. All right, I didn't really watch other people's videos like astrology or other readers' take because I didn't really want to be influenced by it. And I think in a way that's kind of part of the message. So, I'm an artist. I live in New York, and I have a lot of friends who are artists, and a lot of people go see a lot of work. There's always work to see. The galleries are always open. I mean, it's a little weird getting into the museums now. You have to make an appointment, blah, blah, blah. You can't just sort of walk by and show up, which is going to change soon. I don't really go see that much art. I go through phases. It's not like I don't go. I go, but I don't do it too much. And I don't, when I'm in my apartment, and my apartment is my workspace, I don't listen to outside music, this or that. I have to hear what's going on. So I think that's kind of part of the message. Part of the message is, no, I don't have a phone in front. Put the phone down. Unplug from Netflix. Unplug. So one little thing I read, like solar eclipses are about sudden changes, about new revelations. So I think part of the way you get to a new revelation is to be quiet, right? Just sit and be with yourself. Just sit and be with yourself. And if you're uncomfortable, it's like, well, why am I uncomfortable? What am I trying to avoid? What do I have a feeling that I haven't been dealing with? Maybe it's time to deal with it and move forward. It was today is Tuesday, and I did the Wednesday reading already. It's kind of the same energy. It's kind of like sit and be with yourself and see what's going on. See what's going on. See what works. See what doesn't work. See what you'd like to change. What would you like, if you have negative thoughts, what would you like to change them to? If you have negative emotions, what would you like to feel instead? Like, I'm feeling angry, I'd rather feel joy. How do I get there? How do I get there? Like as simple as that. Or I'm thinking, things aren't going to work out, and I'd rather have a more realistic or more optimistic outlook. How am I going to get there? These are questions one has to answer for oneself. I'm just putting the questions out there. Okay, let's see what the energy is for the solar eclipse. Very exciting. I don't know the degree. I know it's a Gemini. It's a Gemini-Sag axis. And Gemini-Sag axis is like, what am I thinking? What am I thinking? Observe the observer. 2, 3. It starts off very interestingly. Okay, we start off with the wish card with the rainbow. Then we get the devil. Oh my goodness. And then we get the King of Pentacles. Okay. Well, this is the wish card. It's like your wish comes true, like a miracle can happen, like being sated emotionally, like, you know, everyone in your life you have a wonderful relationship with, there's plenty of food in the refrigerator, the mortgage is paid, you really enjoy your job, you feel happy, very joyful actually, this card. So, but that, you've attained it. But sometimes the negative part of this card can kind of be a little bit, I don't know, greedy, kind of smug, self-satisfied. There's a sense of isolation. There's a sense of, not isolation, insulation, right? He's not dealing with the rest of the world, right? Sort of like me in my apartment today, except for earlier. And then we get El Diablo. Oh my goodness. So, the devil at the end of the day is really about a false path. It's really about it feels good to have like a lot of stuff physically, but is that really happiness? It could be toxicity, could be a codependent relationship, could be, I think actually it's kind of like, it has something to do with money and security. Maybe you've been hoarding money and not sharing it. Not sometimes when somebody very wealthy um, gives away a lot of money, it's like they have these stipend. It's like, well, I'll give you this and this, but my name has to be on the hospital, or my name has to be on the fountain, or my name. And it's like, then they, it's all about saving all this money on tax. And it's like, are you really giving? So I would imagine that many millionaires and billionaires watch my station regularly. So that's for them. Now for everybody else, I think the questions are, how am I giving of myself, right? And am I giving and expecting a reward? Am I giving because I'm expecting a reward, or am I giving just to give? I'm doing it from the bottom. Got some big boys. Okay. When I say big boys, I mean significant cards. That's what I mean. I don't mean large young men. Okay? The King of Cups. Balance. Okay, so overall, look, so you have the King of Cups and the King of. So this is the businessman, this is the diplomat, right? This is the compassionate one, and this is the one who's really good with money. You have like the greedy, you know, the sort of an unclarity about what money means and what money does and what money can do. So this could also be um, this false sense of self in how much money you do or don't have, right? You're valuable whether you have money or not. You're valuable whether you have a good paying job or not. Because so many times I think we put these, I don't know, chains on ourselves of, you know, oh, I own a house or I don't own a house. I have this much money, but all my friends make more money, or like that. And it's like money comes and goes, jobs come and go, things change. So, what is it that makes you satisfied? It makes you feel secure. Does it have to be like it's kind of like money won't cure all your problems, all your issues. There's got to be an ethical dimension to it. And an ethical dimension is not necessarily like, um, oh, he's doing something illegal. An ethical dimension is really about finding a certain balance in what's good for me. What really works for me. How can I be more fair and more balanced and not be addicted to money? How can I find other things that'll satisfy me, that'll make me feel secure, that is not necessarily wrapped up in how much goods I have? Can I let go of this, what do I call it? This sense of myself. It's like, well, I have this much in the bank and therefore I'm a good person, or I have this much in the bank and therefore I'm not a good person. Because they're both not true. you know, Either you're, well balanced and having like a full experience, or you're not. Money is just part of that. It's also about health. It's about community. It's about, do I have something in my life that gives me joy, that brings out my passion, that I can share with other people? You know, this is sort of the theme, I think, like for the past few days. It's kind of like, all right, is it balanced? Is the whole thing balanced? Am I taking care of myself physically? Am I taking care of myself physically? In terms of what I'm eating, in terms of maybe I'm exercising, maybe I'm not exercising, in terms of who I'm hanging around with, or the people I'm hanging around with healthy for me, or are they unhealthy for me? Am I hanging around with people that are unhealthy for me, right? That lead me down a road that might not be necessarily the best road for me to go down, right? Like maybe you like to do drugs. Okay, no judgment. But if you hang around with certain people, you end up doing a lot of drugs. and then you can't like take care of stuff. Like, that's not balanced. You know, eating a cake every day, the whole cake, is not balanced. You know, having a cake, you know, I'm not going to give you a timeline, but you understand what I'm saying. Because I feel like there's this need to find balance, and that's what ethics is. You know, that's what, that's what being balanced and fair and ethical. It's like everyone is taken care of, right? Not just a certain person or certain people. Like everybody is, you know, kind of part of something. And I'm feeling all the sense of community here. So I feel like there's a certain revelation that's going to like open up in you as to, you know, what falsehoods am I kind of hanging my hat on? And how can I, you know, you don't have to, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. I'm a real all or nothing kind of guy. I really am. I'm a real all or nothing. You know, Scorpio, Leo rising. I'm very, so this is going to be very challenging for me. In fact, I think I'm going to have cake right after this because it's so challenging. I found a new bakery, by the way. I feel like there's going to be a certain understanding about the darker parts of yourself and a certain little flashlight on the darker parts, on the parts that you want to keep hidden from others, from yourself. And I feel like they're going to be revealed in a certain way. And you're going to have, and I think there's a way to make peace with them, actually. I think there's a way to make peace with them. I didn't like that. It's not exact. That's not what I thought I was going to say. I thought I was going to say, oh, you have to call on Archangel Michael and cut it out of your life and all that. And sometimes I do say that, and sometimes that's appropriate. It feels like flow with it. Flow with it, but don't allow it to be, you know, your be-all, end-all identity. You know, like if you're flowing with it, you're in the river right now. It doesn't mean that in a month from now or a week from now, you're not going to want to go to the side of the river. And it's like, okay, well, I was in that river for long enough. And now, you know, I want to go up on land, or, you know, be in it and with it and ride it for as long as it's appropriate and as long as it feels good. And then move into something new, you know, because I feel like there's a nourishment there and like, you know, moving and moderating and kind of being the alchemist, making magic. It's like, well, you know, maybe I could cut that out a little bit. Maybe I'll introduce a little bit of exercise. Maybe I'll, you know, little. I'm feeling like that. It's like, you know, more. It doesn't have to be black and white, and that's what I'm feeling. Actually, that's what I'm feeling. And I think we're going to get a rainstorm. You know what? You know, I want to go out. This is like if I got yogurt, if I got this, it's like I have enough. There's something in the oven. I don't really have to leave the house, and it'll be less hot tomorrow. See, moderation. I went out, I bought what I needed to buy. There are a few things that I am missing, but it's not like I'm out of them and I'm desperately for them. So I'm just chilling, I'm being quiet. Maybe I'll paint, maybe I won't. Just I'm kind of balancing everything instead of being crazy, instead of being all I don't know, believing something that's not real. Like, I don't have enough. I haven't. I have enough. You know, I just want more, which is fine, but I can get more tomorrow. We'll see how long it lasts. It's like after I do a reading like this, it makes me want to go out and like do something really addictive. Anything. All right. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I think I hit something. I think I hit something. And the thing is that, the reason I'm doing all this is like, I'm not the guru. I'm just telling you what I think and feel. And you're your own guru. You're your own guru. So, put on some guru outfit and twirl around the house and light something on fire, or don't, or scream out the window, or don't, or, if you want things to change and move in your life, then change and move them. And if you need to ask for help, there's no ritual that's going to make the difference. It's the intent of the ritual. Oh, I don't have a white candle, so I can't do it. It's like, sure you can. Use the blue one. Use your lighter. Light a match. With this match, I let go of, and you throw away the match. There's your ritual. It doesn't have to be, it has to be this, it has to be that. I mean, it's fun to do that. But if you can't do that, and your intent is to change and to grow, then ask for help from the angels or your own spirit, or etc. There you go. You make your own religion tax-free. Blessings.